Keep your Sony A1 performing at its peak and unlock its latest capabilities by mastering the simple firmware update process. First, we need to download the latest firmware for your Sony A1. Open your web browser and navigate to the official Sony support website. Use the search function to find the page for the Alpha 1 or A1. Look for the downloads or software section here. You'll find the available firmware versions. Carefully read the release notes to understand what improvements the update offers. Once you've confirmed it's the correct firmware for your camera model, download the file to your computer. It will likely be a compressed zip file. Next, we prepare your camera and the firmware file. If the downloaded file is compressed, extract it. You'll then need a formatted memory card, preferably a new or empty one, and a memory card reader to connect it to your computer safely. Eject the memory card from your camera and insert it into the card reader. Now, copy the extracted firmware file directly onto the root directory of your memory card. Ensure there are no other files or folders in the root of the card besides this single firmware file. This is crucial for the camera to recognize it correctly. Once the file transfer is complete, safely eject the memory card from your computer. Prepare your Sony A1 for the update. Ensure your camera battery is fully charged and ideally insert a second fully charged battery as a backup. Power off your camera completely, then insert the memory card containing the firmware file into the appropriate memory card slot. With the memory card inserted and the battery secure, turn on your Sony A1. The camera should automatically detect the new firmware. If it doesn't, navigate to the camera's setup menu. Look for an option labeled version or firmware update. Select this option. Your camera will then prompt you to confirm the update. Review the information displayed, ensuring it's the correct firmware version, and then proceed with the update. The camera will display a progress indicator. Do not power off your camera or remove the memory card during the firmware update process. This could potentially damage your camera. Once the update is complete, the camera will automatically restart. After the restart, you can power off the camera again, remove the memory card, and then power the camera back on to confirm the update. To verify the update, go back into the camera setup menu and check the version or firmware update section again. You should now see the new firmware version displayed. Congratulations, your Sony A1 is now running the latest firmware, ready for enhanced performance and new features.